Tonight's video is all about our Frozen Ever After dessert party. So when we booked our dessert party online, we noted that there was a gluten allergy. When we did show up, it was not addressed, and there wasn't a whole lot of options for gluten-free, but that was okay. I had my enzymes with me because I didn't know if it would be addressed or not. But just a note, check with that cast member, because I did read from another person that they talked to the cast member and then were brought some gluten-free desserts, so many they couldn't even finish. So just a note. So here I am going over all of the options here. They did have fruit, which those who are gluten-free can have. They had spiced snack mix. They had flatbread. They had, let's see, the bread cubes and broccoli, along with a cheese fondue, and I love cheese, so definitely had to get me some of that bread and broccoli with the fondue all over it. Definitely was loving that. And I have read, it seems that quite a few people are very fond of this cheese fondue, and I can see why. I'm glad that they had these savory options to go along with the dessert party. Otherwise, it would have just been way too much sweet. So here I am heading over to grab some of those desserts. They have this key lime tarts. That was really good. I did really enjoy those and had it a couple times, as well as this one, the no sugar added lemon curd with blueberries. I was fond of that dessert as well. Now, they had these eclairs. I did take one, but I got so filled up on the other stuff, I didn't actually get an opportunity to try that. But they looked good, nice and colorful there. And then you have these other desserts along with the cupcakes. I had several of those cupcakes. Love me some cupcakes. So I thought they were pretty themed and pretty. And they tasted good as well. So I am now headed back to our table, and then I will be heading over. There was another dessert station way over on the other side of the area, so everything wasn't close together. It was really spread out, and the tables were spread out all up and down the area as well. So definitely there's more desserts. We were seated more towards the front of the entrance. There were more desserts toward the back of the area, and then also that's where the drinks were, which you'll see here. This is a cast member here talking me into trying these two desserts. So, oh my goodness. So, this was Olaf's warm double chocolate s'mores pudding cake and Elsa's warm cottage pudding with salted caramel glaze with ice cream. Oh my gosh. So good. And then here's the drinks. Just about anything you would want there, like Coke products. And then, I mean, the view is really awesome. And the weather that night was just perfect. There is the drinks. So alcoholic drinks are included with this dessert party. So definitely if you like wine and cocktails and things like that, you could take advantage of that. And over to the left, you saw where the nitro popcorn station was. I didn't get a chance to try that, but I hear it's really good. And just look at the view. You can see Mexico there from World Showcase. The theming of all the tables for the Frozen Ever After dessert party. We're headed back to our table. We booked the dessert party just for the two of us, but the table seated four, so they sat us with two others, which turned out to be awesome. These two gals, a mother and daughter, Teresa and Nina, are amazing. We actually even ended up hanging out with them another night in EPCOT just because they were so much fun. And they gave us these glasses. These are frozen glasses that make lights look like snowflakes. So they gave them to us to wear during the fireworks. You'll see what it does here in just a moment.
Now I'm wearing these glasses that make all the lights look like snowflakes, which is really cool. I don't know if you can...
Look, you can see the snowflakes. I thought that was pretty cool. In fact, it was pretty neat that we actually got that on film, that it worked. So I thought that was neat. This was one of the last viewings of Illuminations' Reflection of Earth. Illuminations' last showing was at the end of September. And we went to the dessert party in mid-September. Fireworks are awesome. Adds to the magic. I wonder how long Illuminations has been showing there at EPCOT. I mean, we've been going to Disney World for over 20 years, and it's been playing there at EPCOT. So if you know, comment below. So it was nice having this determined seating area to watch Illuminations, or this designated seating area to watch Illuminations. Could you have maybe found a spot just as good on your own? Maybe, probably, if you want to wait and search, and I didn't want to do that. So it was nice also to not have anybody in front of us or behind us. It was nice to be able to just sit at our table and watch the fireworks. And I feel like we did get a pretty decent view of the fireworks. And it was, again, nice to be seated instead of standing. Just more relaxed. Farewell, Illuminations, Reflections of Earth.
Ladies and gentlemen, the entire EPCOT family.
And here is the mother and daughter that was seated at our table with us. They were so much fun. They hang out with us the rest of the evening. Now we are headed to ride the Frozen Ever After ride after the park's already closed, so yay. So we're going the opposite direction than everybody else. My husband's back here somewhere.
It's one of my least favorite Disney movies because
Yay, here we go.
Let it go.
So after Illuminations, the cast members took everybody at the dessert party for a private ride of Frozen Ever After. So everybody else is leaving the park's closed, but we get to go ride a ride. Nobody in the queue, not having to worry about no fast passes or anything. To me, that was pretty awesome. We were kind of being slow, so we ended up being like behind everybody else. We were last in line. Here's a cast member. She's realizing she's going to be in our video here, so she was kind of smiling about that. And so here we are going into the queue to ride the ride. Because we were last, we got to be the last people to ride Frozen Ever After that day, so that was really cool.
Thank you.
And if you listen to this cast member coming in, he's excited because he realized he's going to be on Facebook.
We're gonna be on Facebook. That's exciting.
Yes.
Thought that was hilarious.
Or just go out.
Oh, go ahead.
There's Teresa and Nina.
Cute. Yay. No
Empty queue. How often do you see that?
Yay.
Getting ready to board the Frozen
is not
Ever
a big
After
fan of Frozen,
ride.
but I think he's actually enjoying himself tonight.
Yeah. It was a great fireworks show. Enjoyed the lights, you know. And we met some great friends, new friends here in our
Yeah.
life.
We did.
Good night.
Say hello.
Yes, it was a good time. Hello. Fun night tonight.
Life is good, and then you go crazy.
We're gonna be
In
the
the-
last people to
The
ride
lady in
this
the back,
ride.
and I said, "Oh, we're the last person." She goes, "Yeah." She goes, "And the last shall be first." And I said, "I love it."
Yeah. So we're gonna be the last people riding this ride for the day.
The last shall be first.
Here we go.
Yes, I want to build a snowman.
Just beautiful. I love it.
Come on, I know you do. Elsa's made a magic winter show. The summer snow for spending me and you. Oh, we're going up to Elsa's ice palace with you and you. You, all of you. See you there.
You just gotta let go, sing, and immerse yourself in the magic.
On a day very much like today, on our stay tells us that with an unselfish act of true love and full of frozen heart. For the first time in forever.
Usually this ride has quite a long line, so it's definitely nice to get a private ride and not have to worry about waiting in line or trying to use one of our fast passes. to ride it. Make sure you smile. Yep, there's the picture.
That one's actually
The hot and the cold are both so intense. Put them together, it just makes sense. Winter's a good time to stay in and cuddle, but put me in summer and I'll be a happy snowman. Exactly. Bye now. When I feel rough, I like to hold on to my dreams of relaxing in the summer sun.
There we are, sliding on down that drop.
Thank you.
Seeing the camera, recording the video that you are now watching. And here we are exiting our ride boat
Did we lose somebody?
Yeah, what she did.
Where'd she go?
to exit EPCOT and basically walk through EPCOT with hardly any people, which was really cool.
Did you hit a detour?
So now we get to walk through the park, and there's probably going to be hardly any people. So how exciting! Yay.
This will be one of the chillest moments to walk through EPCOT.
That's what I'm talking about.
Mexico in the evening. That was a beautiful shot there. Spaceship Earth. I couldn't take a picture of that food and wine thing almost all day without getting the photo pass photo because there were so many people around it. So, hey, I got to take a picture with no people. And I love how the ground lights up as you're leaving the park. And look, there was our bus stop. Yeah, we had gotten up at 2 in the morning that day because we had just flown into Orlando. So here's the question of the hour. Was the dessert party worth the price? To us, it was, and let me explain why. So it was $79 per person. That's for an adult. For kids, it's cheaper. I believe somewhere around $45 or so. One thing I loved, and one reason I booked the party, is because I wanted a good spot to view Illuminations, Reflections of Earth. Could we have found an equally good spot somewhere else? Probably. Maybe. If we wanted to start searching out ahead of time and saving our spot and all of that type of stuff, we didn't want to do that. Ixnay, no. So this gave us a table front and center, no one in front of us, behind us, whatever. We were sitting at the table and we actually got to sit down. We didn't have to stand up. So that was awesome for us. The other thing I really enjoyed was the private viewing of, or private ride on Frozen Ever After the park was closed and everybody else was leaving, and then we're heading to ride this ride. And so by the time we left the park, there was like hardly anyone in Epcot in our bus stop for Pop Century, there was no one there. We were the only ones on bus on the way back. Not have to worry about the crowds. That was awesome. Pop Century's bus stop's usually pretty full. And then for those who enjoy drinks, alcoholic beverages, wine, beer, cocktails, margaritas, all of that type of stuff, sangria, it's included in this dessert party, so that may be something that you would enjoy, because it is not, alcoholic beverages are not included in the Magic Kingdom dessert party, but it is in this one. And then the food was really good, I thought. So they had a lot of options. Now for those with allergies, not so many options, at least for those who have to be gluten-free is what I'm familiar with. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments or if you've been to the Frozen Ever After dessert party, comment below. We'd love to hear from you.
Travels with the Baldiloks.
Like us on Facebook.
And subscribe to us on YouTube.